And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. I'm Joe Bowling with you, coming to you tonight from San Isidro, Texas. It's home of the Tigers, Tiger Country, as the LaVilla Cardinals are in town to take on the San Isidro Tigers in a district matchup that will decide the district champion. San Isidro comes in with a record of 10-1. LaVilla comes in with a record of 9-2. Sitting outside watching this with a lot of interest is Rivera, who has a record of 9-3. Rivera is the only team that's beaten LaVilla amongst these three, as the LaVilla Cardinals are the only team that's beaten San Isidro on the season, but Rivera knocked off LaVilla twice. So if the Cardinals can get a victory here, then things get interesting, and the LaVilla Cardinals are indeed playing for a district title. If San Isidro wins this, then they will advance on with the district title outright. 10-1 against 9-2, no matter how you slice it up. It's a great matchup here to wrap up district play. Again, the Cardinals and the Tigers, we're waiting for one last official to show up. Once they make their arrival, then we'll be closer to the opening serve of this game. It was scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. That's going to get pushed back about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you closer to the opening serve. This is high school volleyball. It's coming your way from San Isidro, Texas, and this is RioSportsLive.com. Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
What's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts!
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and again, I'm Joe Bowling with you. This is San Isidro, Texas, and it's a Tuesday night. The high school volleyball action is ramped up at District 32 2A level between San Isidro and the LaVilla Cardinals, and thanks again for joining us on the live broadcast. Now again, what's at stake here tonight is the district title, and this is the way it plays out. I went through it in a rather quick fashion earlier, but we'll go down a little slower for you. 10-1 is the record for the San Isidro Tigers coming into this ball game. Their only loss in district play came at the hands of the LaVilla Cardinals in the first round of district play. LaVilla comes in with a record of 9-2. Again, they had a victory over San Isidro in round 1, but they were beaten in the first and the second round of district play by Rivera. Rivera was beaten by San Isidro, meaning that Rivera ends up the season in district play at 9-3. So Rivera's sitting watching with anxious moments, hoping that San Isidro knocks off this LaVilla team. If they do, then San Isidro takes the first place, and the LaVilla Cardinals would drop down to the 3rd spot when we're talking about the playoffs because of the fact that Rivera owns the head-to-head competition against LaVilla with 2 victories. If LaVilla were to win this outright, then LaVilla vaults into first place in district play because of the fact that they did beat San Isidro the first time, and a victory here would match the records at 10-2 apiece, and the LaVilla Cardinals will be crowned champions. So we're going to have a district champion declared before this one's said and done. Again, it's back to small school, and we don't mind covering that at all. As a matter of fact, thanks, fans, for all who were joined in on our poll, as we had a lot of people responding to who they thought was going to win this game. We had 3 polls going on at the same time. 2 polls continue to go as we speak, and one of those is important because of the fact that it's, again, a small school, big school kind of deal. We've got co-game of the nights on Friday night. One at Raymondville as Port Isabel travels to Raymondville to take on the Bearcats. And then the Hanna Golden Eagles travel to San Benito. Those games are both on Friday night. Yes, we'll be covering both of those games on Rio Sports Live, but yours truly is going to go to the place that the fans vote the most. And we had over 2,200 votes on that game, and it was separated by about 4 votes last I checked it. So again, thanks for joining us on our polls over on our social media on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We'll be live on Facebook here momentarily. And again, the big wait right now is for the officials, as we were waiting for one official who was running a bit late. JV action already in the books. Varsity teams out warming up. San Isidro out in the pink and black right now in the month of October for breast cancer awareness, and so they're out taking their warm-ups. LaVilla Cardinals, meanwhile, are over on my left-hand side. Fans, you can see it across the way. There's lots of them, and there's not going to be many empty seats in this house. As a matter of fact, by the time they seat everyone that's out in the lobby, this place will be a jam-packed, full gymnasium. Again, it's a district title on the line. I'm Joe Bowling. This is RioSportsLive.com. We'll be back. Pay attention to some of these sponsors, my friends. They are why we're able to go from Brownsville to Port Isabel to Edinburgh to PSJA to Harlingen to Roma to Rio Grande City and tonight in San Isidro. This is RioSportsLive.com.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling with you. Rio Sports Live has traveled to San Isidro, Texas. It won't be our last trip here, my friends. They got a basketball tournament coming up here, and we've already engaged in the opportunity, we'll be here to cover that in its entirety. Matter of fact, when basketball season arrives, November 8th, we'll be at our first tournament, which will be in the La Jolla area. Palmview is the eventual championship gymnasium. So we'll be there for girls action. And then San Perlita the following week on the boys' side will have a tournament. The San Isidro team will also be hosting a tournament. They're among the tournaments that we'll be covering from the 60-day period that starts November 8th, ending the last day of December. Multiple tournaments here on RioSportsLive.com. Advertisers, we do appreciate anyone that is assisting us in broadcasting these games, and that's where the advertising does come into play. Want to invite you again, businesses. I was able to get out and talk with some this week in the Harlingen area. I'm heading down to the Port Isabel area tomorrow, Raymondville area as well, and then out here to San Isidro and points in between, as I've got the systems to cover more games than you could believe. I just have to get the advertising in place so that I can employ the personnel that can cover broadcasting these games. My wife Dahlia's on the camera tonight. Jake Howell tonight had a little homework, so we let him take the night off. But Dahlia and I are here, and again, we are engaging in what is year 2 of Rio Sports Live. We grew a year old as of October 19, 2018, and over 3,200,000 minutes viewed on our social media when you talk about the addition of Facebook and YouTube, and then add additional views on the other platforms. Still waiting for the other official. As they're doing that, they're finishing up their final serves, and then we'll get closer to the opening serve and get this thing started. It went 5 games the last time these two teams met. It's 10-1 San Isidro, 9-2 LaVilla. Good volleyball action coming your way. This is RioSportsLive.com. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and as the two teams make their way over to the sidelines, we've had the warm-ups, we've had the JV game. We are getting closer and closer to the opening serve of this game. It went 5 games the last time these two teams played, and in that matchup, San Isidro jumped out and won the first 2 games, and then LaVilla on their home court rallied back for the next 3. And got the win, which is the only district loss for the San Isidro team on the season. One official is in place. She'll take her spot on the net. We're waiting again for the other official to arrive. We've got the line judges. They're ready to go. The coaches are certainly ready to go. The fans are more than ready to go. And we are here ready to broadcast this game for you as well. We'll take a break when we come back. Introduction to the starting lineups and the opening serve. San Isidro takes on LaVilla. Thanks again for joining us for RioSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
I opened Alexandra with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandra, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you're looking for custom hats, shirts, or jackets, stitch, custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design, great quality at the right price. For shirts like this, it's Master Stitch, 2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph, and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Elevate your space in decorative wall panels from Sinlu. Our modular designs fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Rollins Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
Welcome back again to San Isidro, Texas, and they're lined up on the sidelines as the starting lineups are being announced for both the LaVilla Cardinals and the San Isidro Tigers, and it's a raucous environment. This crowd was out making a ton of noise. It was noisy earlier, but then once the teams got lined up, ready to have these starting lineups announced, you can hear the roar. Right now, the Cardinal fans who are here, you can see them on the right-hand side as we're out here broadcasting this game, are making some noise, but once the San Isidro Tigers have their starting lineups announced, you're going to get a sense of just what home court advantage is all about from a noise perspective at the home of the San Isidro Tigers. Matter of fact, they may drown yours truly out by the time it's all said and done, which is okay by me. Cardinals again have had quite a run in district play, going 9-2. The only roadblock was Rivera. Rivera beat everyone except for San Isidro. It's a three-way mix-up here, but it's all going to get decided here because the winner will be the outright district champion. It's that simple. If San Isidro were to fall, they would drop to second place in the district. But if LaVilla falls, they go from first to third, which is an important piece of the puzzle here for the LaVilla Cardinals, who indeed want to have a good victory here in this game. Now the Tigers will have their starting lineup announced, and again, you'll hear the crowd ramp it up here in San Isidro, Texas. Girls are wearing pink tonight. Again, it's October, so we have the recognition of the breast cancer awareness. As the Lady Tigers are introduced, they make their way out and around the side. Our camera spot is right behind the PA announcer, so there's really Not a lot we can do about getting over his head. Once he has a seat, we'll have a good view of this game straight down the line. See that we still have just one official. So we may have still a pause in the action before our first actual serve of this game. They were telling me it was going to be a little bit of a break. So we'll take a look at, once this starting lineup has been announced, if we indeed have the officials in place to start this game or not. As once again we are having the starting lineups announced, we are here on RioSportsLive.com. San Isidro taking on LaVilla. We'll have the opening serve. It's coming up here in just a minute. Let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The new location for Children's Depot in Wesco is a third facility within our family offering high-quality education and infant care. Classrooms are filling fast, so take advantage of open enrollment today. School readiness curriculum, including science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Children's Depot, the education station.
Lone Star National Bank is the #1 lender to small businesses in the Valley. For 35 years, we have invested in the health and well-being of our community. Lone Star National Bank. For 35 years, the Valley's bank.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Even a little more noise made at the playing of the national anthem as that wraps things up here. We are getting set for the opening serve. Thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. Joe Bowling with you here for the play-by-play. My wife Dahlia at the camera. LaVilla already meeting in the center of the circle. And the Tigers will be meeting over on the left-hand side. They've already had everything as far as pregame activity goes. And we are set to go with this opening serve. The official has arrived. We have both officials in tow. They're checking things over at the scores table to make sure that all the rotations are set, the rosters are set. Our thanks again to the school district for providing us a couple of copies here on the fly, both the San Isidro roster and the LaVilla Cardinals roster. Cardinals in their gray uniforms, the white trim. San Isidro will have the black uniforms with the gold and blue trim. And now we are ready to roll. The two teams will meet out in the center of the court. And we are ready to go. Again, fans, we're just around the corner from basketball season tipping off, which means we'll have even added coverage, especially at this small school level. We'll be back here in San Isidro. They've got a basketball tournament they're hosting, and we'll be ready to roll with that one as well. LaVilla breaks out, makes their way out onto the court. San Isidro is ready, and we are indeed ready for the first serve of this game. Tigers, 10-1. Their only loss to LaVilla in district play. That was a 5-game thriller. That was at LaVilla. Quick substitution change for the Lady Tigers. They'll bring in libero Emma Garcia. She'll be wearing the pink. Back on the back row for the Tigers to start this off. LaVilla back at the service line. That's Samantha Cantu. Cantu will be serving, and we are ready to roll for the opening serve of tonight's action. Thanks again for joining us, and away we go on Rio Sports. District title on the line. Serve across is down the line. That's out of bounds. Quick point to the Lady Tigers, and they jump out 1-0 here in game one. They won the first two games the last time these two teams met. Serving is Nicole Delgado. Gets that over, and it's played by LaVilla up near the net. Second hit over, played nicely by the LaVilla Tigers. Center set this time. That's over, played by LaVilla. And they'll work that over. San Isidro back on the attack. Work it forward. Back row set. Big spike attempt. Partially blocked, played by LaVilla. Ball still alive. That's in the net. Played off the net. That's still alive. Tigers get it back over. Cardinals go on the attack again. Back row attack. Big swing. Comes over on the back corner. Played by San Isidro. Looking for the hit. Middle. Played nicely that time by LaVilla. That's Rachel Ramirez as the libero. That's a spike off the block. Kept alive. Tigers won't let it hit the floor either. Both teams have dodged a bullet here. Looking for the second point of this game. Good pass this time. Tigers' second hit is over. Cardinals go on the attack, and that's down and in. Off the net and a point. Savannah Rubalcaba makes it a 1-1 game. And if that's any indicator as how long these rallies will go between points, that's going to be some kind of game down the stretch as we get to the fifth and final game. Cantu serves again. San Isidro on the pass in the middle. Tipped over, past the block. Easily played that time by the Cardinals. That's Yesenia Garcia who dug that out. Next hit in the net. Tigers with the point. They go up 2-1. Back of the service line for San Isidro is Karina Perez. Perez gets that serve across, played by LaVilla. Nice pass. A high set, middle set, this time by Zenita Florida. And over it goes, played by San Isidro. Florida sets it up high this time, off the net. Hit by Rubalcaba, and that's down for a point. Tie game at 2 apiece as a substitution checks off the bench for LaVilla. They'll enter in Sarah Mata. Mata takes a place on the front row. Back at the service line is Rachel Ramirez. Serve across. San Isidro on the pass. Will set it up in the middle. That's a lift and a point to LaVilla. Cardinals take the lead. First lead of the game for LaVilla. As Ramirez serves again. Gets that over. Played by San Isidro. That's off the back row, off the rafters. Back over on the LaVilla side. Tigers on the attack. Set it up from the left side. Spiked over. Played by LaVilla. Still on the back row. Second hit. They'll attack from back there. Played nicely by the Tigers. San Isidro. Back row attempt. This is going to be Jenny Garcia instead. Puts it over. Back on the Tiger side. Set it up high this time. Right side. It goes to Alvarado. Puts it over. Played nicely by the Lady Cardinals. Now from the middle. Tipped over two-hand. Played by the Tigers. Tigers on the attack. Over on the LaVilla side. Diving play up in the net. Ball still alive. Over it goes. San Isidro will play this. From the back row. Get it over. Lady Cardinals back on the attack. Second hit over. San Isidro with a good pass here, but it's over the net. Played by LaVilla. LaVilla will spike it over. Played nicely by the Tigers. Right back on the LaVilla side. Again, they look to attack. From off the net, Rubalcaba puts it in the net. Point San Isidro. We're all tied up. Long sustained rallies. Back and forth we go. We've been tied at 0, at 1, at 2, and now tied at 3. Serve across is in the net. Point back to LaVilla. Cardinals take the lead. Service there sends Savannah Rubalcaba back to the service line for the LaVilla Lady Cardinals. She'll put that over with some pace. That's an ace. LaVilla takes a 2-point lead at 5-3. Reminding you fans, we'll have this live, but then we're going to pull this game. We've been asked because of scouting purposes that this game get pulled in a rather quick fashion. That serve in the net gives another point to the Lady Tigers. In most cases, we try to keep the camera tight to prevent any true scouting, but in this case, we'll honor the coach's request. Serve across by the Lady Tigers, played by LaVilla. High set off the net right side, tipped over, played by San Isidro. Looking for something off of an attack by Jordan Garcia, and that's down and in for a point. Garcia cuts it back, or ties the game at 5. Back to the service line is Mia Alvarado. Alvarado with a jump serve. Gets it over with some pace. Nice recovery that time by LaVilla. Set it up. Spike in the middle. Played over by San Isidro. That's Alvarado with a pass. Over it goes on the LaVilla side. Looking for something back row. An easy point. Back row played that, but then no communication. Ball falls, and San Isidro goes back on top. 6-5 game. Alvarado to serve. Again with a jump serve, and it's a good one with some pace. Played this time by LaVilla. They'll set it up. Big swing this time by Emil de Rivera. Played over on the Tiger side. Ball over the net. Back to LaVilla. Back at the middle. Play it from the back row. Over it goes. San Isidro with a bad pass. We're all tied again. Tied at 1, tied at 2, tied at 3, tied at 5, and now tied at 6. Serve across by Zaneta Florida. Played by the Tigers. Big swing. This goes out of bounds off the back row. Lady Cardinals back on top. Each team has led in this game. Cardinals with the biggest lead, which was a 2-point lead at 5-3. Looking to match that lead. That serve off the net, played by the Tigers. Back on the LaVilla side. Ball up with a big swing over the block and down for the point. Cardinals with the score, Rivera. Too good a look that time for Emil de Rivera. Cardinals with a 2-point lead. Back of the service line. Zaneta Florido. Tigers had a conversation with the official. That is in place. Cardinals to serve, looking for a 3-point lead. Good pass, right on the money. A high set by Alvarado is over the net, though. Played by the Cardinals. They'll set it up, looking for the back corner. Played by the Tigers. Ball still alive. Back on the LaVilla side. Second hit is over, played by the Tigers. Can they set it up here? They look left side, swing past the block. Nice play on the back row that time by Rubalcaba. Tigers keep that ball alive again, up near the net, put over. Rubalcaba right there with a pass. Now they'll set Rubalcaba, back row attack. Played off the back row. Tigers keep it alive for a moment and can't get it over. Point LaVilla, they're up 3. Game 1. Cardinals with the lead. Florido back at the service line. She'll serve it across. Diving attempt, and that's an ace. Cardinals go up 4. That's the biggest lead of this game in this first of a best of 5. Timeout called by the Tigers. Cardinals up early. Back after this.
High school are looking to change careers or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Back here at RioSportsLive.com at San Isidro after a timeout call by the Lady Tigers. They'll see if they can set something up on the offensive end from the middle, spike it over, played by LaVilla. Their back row is playing well here in game 1. Rubalcaba gets that over, right back up at the net. Challenge there, won by the Tigers. Point, San Isidro. So the timeout ends the run. And so San Isidro will go back to the service line. This is check that. This is Kenya Ortiz at the service line, and she serves it up for a point for the Lady Tigers. Kenya Ortiz will serve again. Big crowd here on hand in San Isidro on a Tuesday night. Serve over is an ace for the Tigers, and they cut the lead to 1. After trailing 10-6, they call the timeout. They've rattled off 3 straight. That's with some pace. Played on the back row by LaVilla. They'll get it over. San Isidro can go on the attack here. High set, left side, big swing, down, out of bounds, just off the mark. No, they'll call a point. They called that in, and we're tied. Cardinal fans not liking that one at all. Service time coming up again for Kenya Ortiz and the San Isidro Lady Tigers. Ortiz gets it on the back row. That's an ace, and the Tigers take a lead. After trailing 10-6, they've rattled off 5 in a row. Ortiz to serve again. Back row, played by Rubalcaba, up near the net. Set it up, this is Rivera, gets it over, played by the Lady Tigers. They'll scramble and will not get it over. Tied up at 11. That's our 7th tie of this game. Tied at 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, and now 11. Entering the game, Jocelyn Contreras. Contreras to serve for LaVilla. Gets it over, and that's an ace. Lady Cardinals on top. Contreras to serve again. Puts that in the net. Ties us up at 12. Substitution in the game for LaVilla. They'll bring in Carla Garcia. Garcia back in for Jocelyn Contreras. Garcia takes a spot in the back right side. Meanwhile, serving is Jordan Garcia. Gets it over, played by LaVilla. That's a good pass. High set at the net, though, and a point to San Isidro. The pass in the direction of Samantha Cantu drifted just a little bit too close to the net for her liking. Tigers serve it. Cardinals set it up right side, tipped over. Covered, though, by the Tigers. They'll go on the attack from the right side. Tipped over by Karina Perez. Here come the Lady Cardinals. Eased over on this hit. Tigers back on the attack. Set it up. Middle attack from the back row. Over by Jenny Garcia. It's covered. Cardinals get it back on the San Isidro side. Tigers go on the attack again. This time they'll set Garcia again. From the middle. Puts it away. 2-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Serving again is Nada Florido. Or check that, that's Jordan Garcia. Gets it over, but out of bounds it goes. 1-point game. Lady Cardinals to serve. Back at the line is Samantha Cantu. Meanwhile, Rubalcaba rotates to the front row. See if they go to her on the attack. Second hit is over. In the net, called against LaVilla. That's a point to San Isidro. Lady Tigers up 2. Serving away. Deep serve, back row, played by LaVilla. Second hit over, played by the Lady Tigers. Looking from the back row, that's over, played by Emma Garcia. LaVilla on the setup this time for Yesenia Garcia. That's in the net. Lady Tigers up 3. Nicole Delgado back at the service line. Gets that over. That's an ace. San Isidro goes up 4. Game 1. Cardinals want to talk. Tigers on a roll at home. This is still game 1. Back after this.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at San Isidro, got our score switched back around. San Isidro on top in game one, 17-13. Set it up in the middle of the net. That ball is played over, but LaVilla scores the point. Makes it a 17-14 game. Lady Cardinals to serve again. Imelda Rivera back at the service line. Serves that over, played by the Lady Tigers from the back row. Second hit up near the net, punched over. Lady Cardinals go on the attack. Rubalcaba gets that over. Played by the Lady Tigers. A high set by Nicole Delgado to the middle and a big swing. Nicely played on the back row by LaVilla. That was a big hit by Garcia. Nicely played by the Cardinals. Cardinals now can go on the attack. Set up Rubalcaba again. Tipped it past the block. Block right back at you. And a point to San Isidro. Lady Tigers go up 4 here in game one. Serve across, played by LaVilla. Back set this time, back row attack, played on the back corner by San Isidro. Ball right back over on the Cardinal side. Heads up play that time by Yesenia Garcia, scores the point for LaVilla. Substitutions check in the game for LaVilla. Sarah Mata back in the game. She'll take a spot on the front row. Rachel Ramirez back at the service line for the Lady Cardinals. Gets that over, played by the Tigers. Good pass. High set, back row, hit over by Garcia. Played this time by LaVilla. A high set for Rubalcaba off the net, right side, off the block. Diving play, keeps it alive for a moment, but a point for LaVilla. We were last tied at 12 apiece. LaVilla back to within 2, watching as the Tigers set it up. That's a big swing by Alvarado over on the LaVilla side. Middle, that's Florido who puts it over. Right back on the LaVilla side. They'll pass it, set it up. Rubalcaba tips it past the block. It's covered. Tigers go on the attack, setting up Ortiz. Gets it over on the LaVilla side. Cardinals from the back row again. Attack back there and get the point. Imelda Rivera with the kill. 1 point game. Serving to tie it was Rachel Ramirez. A high arcing serve played by San Isidro. Ball at the net, tipped over right back on the Tiger side. Ball over, and that is in for a point for San Isidro. Back to a 2-point lead. Jenny Garcia at the service line for the San Isidro Tigers. Line drive serve played by LaVilla. High set to Rubalcaba, swings away, looking for the back corner. Out of bounds it goes. Point, San Isidro. They win the race to 20, which you hear me talk about often. It's one of those key points in the game of volleyball. Doesn't always decide the winner, but it's decided a bunch of games I've covered, but not all. LaVilla back on the attack. Here come the Tigers of San Isidro. High set in the middle. This is Jordan Garcia. That's down and in for a point. Garcia gives the Tigers a 4-point lead. Jenny Garcia to serve. Line drive, back corner. Played by LaVilla, setting up on the back row. Swinging away is Cantu, but that's in the net. 5-point lead for San Isidro. Jenny Garcia to serve again. Cardinals can't return it. Another ace. Garcia continues to have a great run at the service line this trip through. 6-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for either team. Jenny Garcia serves again. This time LaVilla will get the pass, set it up on the back row, a little miscommunication there. Tigers, though, on the attack, middle. Garcia tips it past the block. Played on the back row by Ramirez. Set it up, big swing by Cantu, played by the Tigers. Ball up on the left-hand side, swinging away, that's out of bounds. For LaVilla, you got to draw that line at 23. You're down 5 now. You need literally the next 5 in a row. And then someone can get to 24. You can breathe a little easier. That serve in the net, though. Big time advantage now, San Isidro. Serving for the win of game 1 is Mia Alvarado. Alvarado to serve it up with a jump serve across. Nice play by LaVilla, right on the money on the pass. Third hit over, here come the Tigers, chance to put this game away. Set it up, this Jordan Garcia, got it over on the LaVilla side. Cardinals on the attack, set it up. This is gonna be Rivera, gets it over on the Tiger side again. LaVilla with a chance to score. We'll have to go back row here on this. This is Rubalcaba, got it over, right back over on the LaVilla side. Pass up near the net, punched over, blocked back. What a great play by LaVilla at the net to keep that alive by Florida. Ball in the net, Tigers get held off on that game point. Give all the credit in the world to Zenaida Florido with 2 terrific plays during that rally. Cardinals trying to calm it down. Get the serve across, right back at you on the return of serve. Cardinals on the attack, set it up, Rubalcaba tips it over, looking for the middle. Tigers there to cover that. Set it up, big swing right side, down and in, and the Tigers get the win. Nicole Delgado puts it away. 25-19, game 1 in the books. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit Colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. today.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Back here we start game 2 with LaVilla scoring the first point, and away we go in game 2 is San Isidro will put that over the net, played by the Lady Cardinals. We were tied a bunch in that first game early on, and then San Isidro took control and got the win. Tigers put that one up in the net. Serve across, Tigers on the attack again. Off the net, hit in the net. Another point to San Isidro, or check that to LaVilla. Quick 3-0 lead here in game number 2. Got that score changed up, my friends. Had to wait for the internet to assist us there in just a bit. We'll watch now as the Lady Tigers go on the attack from the middle. That's off the block and down for a point. Makes it a 3-1 game. Lady Tigers to serve. Back of the line is Karina Perez. Perez gets that over. Played by Rubalcaba of the LaVilla Cardinals. Set up Rubalcaba. Gets a hit over. Played right back on the LaVilla side. Cardinals on the attack on the back row. Over, down the line, out of bounds. Point San Isidro. Looking for the tie of the Lady Tigers. Back at the service line, Karina Perez looking for the tie right here. Up near the net, punched up in the net. That's a point for San Isidro. We're all tied up. It's our first tie here in game 2. Tigers to serve again. But Perez now looking for the lead. Cardinals go on the attack, second hit over. Played nicely by the Lady Tigers. That's Mia Alvarado keeping that one alive. A pass by Ramirez. Set on the back row by Rivera. Hit over and in for a point for LaVilla. Cardinals go back on top. They led 10-6 in game 1. And then managed to lead 12-11. That was their final lead in the first game. After that, it was all San Isidro in control of the lead. Hit over, played into the rafters. What a great play to keep that alive by the LaVilla Cardinals. San Isidro back on the attack from the back row. Attack played right over on the LaVilla side. That back row continues to excel. Garcia gets it over. Tigers go on the attack. Cardinals with a chance here. That's a much easier hit to deal with. No scoring opportunity. They hit it off the back row. That's an error off the Cardinals. Makes it a 5-3 game. Cardinals on the attack. Get it over, just over the net. Back row, here's the Tigers on the attack. Cardinals go right back at you. Rubalcaba hits that over. That's Perez digging that off the back row, but nothing doing on the pass, and LaVilla scores. Cardinals get a chance to serve now for the tie. Samantha Cantu back at the service line. Cantu gets that over, played by San Isidro. High set, right side, tipped over, covered by the Cardinals. They'll back set it. Rubalcaba two hands that over on the San Isidro side. Tigers set it up, punched over. Cardinals back on the attack again, right back to Rubalcaba with some pace. Down in the corner, point Cardinals. Rubalcaba ties that up. Got that past the blockers for the point. Now serving for the lead is Samantha Cantu. Cantu gets that over. Tigers trying to get it over on the LaVilla side. They do. Cardinals on the attack. Miscommunication there. Point San Isidro. Aggressive play on both sides of the net. Right now, San Isidro will be serving. Just over the net. That's an ace served up by Jenny Garcia. Two-point lead for San Isidro. Garcia to serve again. Lady Cardinals play that up near the rafters. Second hit, having some trouble, won't get it over. Point, Lady Tigers, and miscommunication again, the story for LaVilla here in the last 3 or 4 points. See them just a little shaken right now. See if they regroup. Garcia trying to apply some more pressure, gets a serve over. Good pass this time, a high set by Florido. Rubalcaba puts it off the net, off the block. Played by the Lady Tigers. Right back on the LaVilla side. Here they come again. Cardinals back row set this time. That's Rivera. Puts it off the net. Played by the Lady Tigers. Center set. No one there. Get it over. Cardinals back on the attack. Back row again. This time it's going to be Cantu. Gets that over on the Tiger side. High back set this time. Swinging away was Alvarado. Played back on the Cardinals side. Back on the Tiger side it comes. From the right side this time. Up in the net it goes. Point LaVilla. Opportunity knocked on that exchange. Cardinals playing more defense and offense that rally. Tigers now trying to set something up here. Off the net, right side, tipped over the block. Diving coverage there by the Cardinals, with the second hit goes in the wrong direction. Another point to San Isidro. Three-point lead. Lady Tigers to serve it up. Another good jump serve. Good return on the serve with a pass. Rubalcaba tips that past the blocker. Nice coverage that time by Kenya Ortiz. Tigers on the attack again. Cardinals stave off that hit. Rubalcaba tips it past the block again. Got it down the line, got the point. Once she got it past the blockers on that side, most of the coverage had drifted inside for San Isidro. Rubalcaba now back at the service line for LaVilla. Pass up near the net, dug out of the net nicely. Tigers get it over just off the net. Played back on the Tiger side. San Isidro from the back row, that's Garcia. Gets it over. Cardinals, Rubalcaba with a pass. A high set middle, back row attack, Rubalcaba in the net. Point San Isidro. Lady Tigers have been beaten just once in district play coming into this match. That was at the hands of these Cardinals. Rubalcaba with a good pass. A high set by Florido. Swinging away, looking for the back row, but that's out of bounds. Off the mark by Rivera. 4-point lead. Tigers on top. Timeout called by LaVilla. Game 2 continues after this on Rio Sports Live.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, almost got a souvenir over here. So during the timeout, they got a quick serve in. Points scored by San Isidro. Lady Tigers go up 12-7 here in this game. Lady Cardinals trying to regroup here, down 5. Right side, played over on the San Isidro side. Tigers get it over on the Cardinal side, challenge at the net, ball over on the Tiger side again. Cardinals on the attack yet again from the right side. This is Rivera, gets it over, played by Garcia. Garcia to Nicole Delgado, and then a miss hit, point for LaVilla. Lady Cardinals cut the lead to 4. Checking back in the game, Emma Garcia at the libero spot for the San Isidro Lady Tigers. Meanwhile, serving Zimalda Florido. Tigers off the net, punch it over. Cardinals looking for something from the back row off of Rubalcaba. Good pass this time by Alvarado. Off the net, two-handed over. LaVilla will work. Back corner, Tigers trying to regroup. Rally continues. LaVilla back on the attack. This time a big swing by Rivera looking for the back corner, but out of bounds it goes. Back corner was open there. But just off the mark. Jordan Garcia to serve it up. Down the sideline, played right back on the Tiger side. Set it up high. This time it's hit over by Karina Perez. Played by the Cardinals, they'll attack. Back row pass up near the net, nothing doing. Point, LaVilla. 4-point game. LaVilla will substitute in. Here's Jocelyn Contreras back into the game to serve. 4-point game. LaVilla led 6-5. Since have been outscored 8-1. That's a point to the Tigers. Remember, first time these two teams met, it went 5 games. The first two, San Isidro won. LaVilla from the middle. That's Ramirez gets it over. Nice play by Garcia. Ball at the front of the net, played over. LaVilla can't cover that. Point San Isidro. Lady Tigers up 6. Nicole Delgado back at the service line. Delgado gets it across. Rubalcaba with a pass. It's still on the back row. Over on the San Isidro side. Too much pace. Point Tigers. In game 1, after it was tied at 12 apiece, San Isidro went on a 12-6 run to put the game away. Right now they're up 7 and make it 8 as that's an ace. Serving again is Nicole Delgado. Second hit over, Tigers on the attack. High set, looking for Garcia, puts that over. Played by LaVilla, they'll keep it alive for a moment, but nothing doing. Another point for the Tigers. Tigers have now extended to a 9-point lead. Substitution off the bench for LaVilla. So they'll bring in Yasalin Tijarina. Meanwhile, Tigers have doubled up the Cardinals, serve across. Second hit over, Tigers there to play that. Ball up off the rafters though. They won't get a great set, but they get a good set out of that. Played off the block, Cardinals on the attack, played by the Tigers from the back row. Play it forward, over on the Cardinal side. From the back row. Right side, back corner, played by the Lady Tigers, tipped over. What a great point! Tigers score again. Well placed, no one there to cover that. Double-digit lead for San Isidro. Cardinals go on the attack. Second hit in the net. San Isidro wins the race to 20. They lead by 11. Timeout called. Game 2. Right now, the home team are rolling. Back after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, zooming in on the crowd over there. Oh, right now we're on the official. Trying to get the student section over there making some noise if we can for you. They've kind of settled down. We'll try to catch them later on. That ball goes out of bounds on the serve. Point for LaVilla. But the LaVilla Lady Cardinals have got an uphill climb here in this one. Emilia Rivera to serve. Gets that over. Played by San Isidro, punched over on the Cardinals side. LaVilla will not get that over. Point Tigers. 11-point lead. Second time it's ballooned to that. By far the biggest lead for either team tonight. Serve over. Cardinals put it over on the first hit. Big swing played by the Cardinals. Ball at the net, punched over. Tigers looking to go on the attack. Set it up middle. Garcia swings away again. Played by the Cardinals. They'll cover that and just get it over and score the point. LaVilla. Lady Cardinals battling through that. The better approach was Jenny Garcia. Had opportunities to score. But the never say die mentality of the LaVilla Cardinals managed to score that point. Cardinals to serve it up. Samantha Cantu back of the service line. That's an ace for Cantu. 9-point lead as Cantu serves again. Takes her time, again trying to settle this gym down if she can. Garcia with a good pass up near the net. Punched over, point San Isidro. That pass just carried just off the top of the net over on the LaVilla side. It's a tough one to dig out of there. Jenny Garcia back to serve. Gets that over. That is an ace for the Lady Tigers. They go back up 11. Garcia to serve. Substitution in the game for LaVilla. Brittany Garza checks in. Garcia serves it right in the direction of Garza with a pass. Second hit over on the San Isidro side. Tigers with a high set, middle, big swing, and out of bounds it goes. Substitution checks in for LaVilla. Meanwhile, back at the service line is Rachel Ramirez. Gets that over. Played by San Isidro. That's Jordan Garcia, but that goes out of bounds. Point to LaVilla. They need a bunch in a row. Serve over. Tigers trying to go on the attack again, needing just 2 points to secure game 2. Cardinals looking from the back row. That's Cantu. Gets it over. Played off the net. Tigers will get it on the LaVilla side again. A high set this time. Off the net. Spiked in the net. Point San Isidro. Sarah Mata on the attack. Just couldn't get the approach right. And now the Lady Tigers serving up to take game 2. Mia Alvarado with a jump serve down the line. Ace San Isidro wins game 2, 25-14. Game 3 coming up.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex & Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you're looking for custom hats, shirts, or jackets, then you want Master Stitch. Custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design, great quality at the right price. For shirts like this, it's Master Stitch. 2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, we have got the crowd into action now as they're making some noise on the San Isidro side of things. The Lady Tigers have won the first 2 games here. And now LaVilla Cardinals, who experienced this on their home floor and managed to come back and win. Remember, it went 5 games the last time these 2 teams met. San Isidro won the first 2. LaVilla coming back and taking the next 3. LaVilla, the only team that has beaten San Isidro this season in district play. Thanks again for watching us here on our YouTube channel. If you'd pass the word over to the fans on Facebook, we're going to have the highlights of this game on Facebook a little bit later on. Serve across by the Tigers or by the Cardinals, and away we go. Tigers on the return. We'll put it over. Looking for the first point here of game number 3. Cardinals off the net, play it over by Garcia. Tigers on the attack. Jenny Garcia gets it over. Played by the Lady Cardinals. Back row, one-handed over, partially blocked. Right back on the Cardinals side. They'll attack again. A high set by Cantu. Rubalcaba hits it, but blocked back at you. Point San Isidro. Lady Tigers score the first point here in game 3. Serving across is Nicole Delgado down the line. That's out of bounds. Tied up. You're looking for a trend. Game 1, the Lady Tigers jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Game 2, the Lady Cardinals had the 1-0 lead. So nothing to decipher from that. Both games ended up with a Lady Tiger victory. Here's Jenny Garcia, big swing. Played nicely by the LaVilla Cardinals. That's Rivera with the dig. Back on the Tiger side. Second hit over. Covered by the back row. Back on the LaVilla side. Cardinals on the attack. Rubalcaba has to get that over. Tigers on the attack again. High set for Garcia. Pretty good swing. Played nicely. Back row again. Cantu's right there. They'll set Cantu. Back row attack. Played right back at the net. Ball over. And out of bounds it goes. Point San Isidro. Lady Tigers back on top. Back of the service line. Karina Perez. Just over the net. Played by the Lady Tigers. Rubalcaba, or by the Cardinals, gets it over. Lady Tigers on the return. Set up Garcia again. One-hands it past the block. Played by the Lady Cardinals on the back row. In the net it goes. Point San Isidro. Lady Tigers go up 3-1. Karina Perez back at the service line. Perez gets that over on the Cardinal side up near the net. Point San Isidro. Lady Tigers up again. Garcia serves it over. Ball up near the net again. Same result. Point Lady Tigers. Now if you're LaVilla, you can't let them run away here. Quick 5-1 lead. Back to serve again, Karina Perez gets it over. Better pass this time for the Lady Cardinals. Set it up, Rubalcaba, big swing, but out of bounds off the back row. 6-1 game. Lady Tigers with a 5-point lead. Karina Perez will serve again. Just over the net, played by the Lady Cardinals. Attack from the back row is over. Ball back on the Cardinals side. LaVilla on the attack. Rubalcaba, second hit to the middle. Played over by Garcia. Tigers trying to set it up. They'll ease it over. Cardinals looking for something big to get some momentum started. Swing across. Played nicely as that back row is starting to really get active for San Isidro. Cardinals put that over. Back row there again to cover it for the Tigers. Back on the Cardinal side. Can they set it up for some kind of aggressive swing? Back row attack. Past the block. Point Cardinals. They needed that as Samantha Cantu gets a point. Back to serve for LaVilla. Rachel Ramirez. Ramirez gets it over. Played by San Isidro, right on the money with a pass. Set up Jenny Garcia, spikes it past the block. Played nicely by the Cardinals. Can they attack here? One-handed over. Tigers keep that ball alive. Set it on the right side, tip past the block. Down for the point. How about that placement by Mia Alvarado? Makes it a 7-2 game. Jenny Garcia back to serve. Gets it across. Played by the Lady Cardinals near the stands. They'll keep that ball alive. Ball over on the San Isidro side. Tigers will get it over, but no, in the net it goes. Opportunity that time. Jordan Garcia. It was a pretty good set. Carries that into the net. Savannah Rubalcaba back to serve for LaVilla. With pace, gets that over. Played by San Isidro off the net. Played over on the Cardinal side. They'll get to it and get it over. Tigers back on the attack. Good pass, high set. Garcia a little off pace that time with that hit. Played by the Cardinals. Rubalcaba from the back row gets it over and played by San Isidro. Garcia puts that in the net. Three-point game. If the Cardinals could score here, they kind of breathe a little easier as they keep San Isidro on the horizon. Rubalcaba gets a serve across. That's right back over. Nice play racing over there was Sarah Mata. In the net it goes. Point to San Isidro. Missed opportunity right there for LaVilla. Lady Tigers now looking to seize the moment. Mia Alvarado back at the service line. In the net it goes. Point LaVilla. Lady Cardinals back to serve. Zenaida Florido at the service line. Florido serves that across. Diving play by the Tigers, but out of bounds it goes. LaVilla cuts the lead to 2. Zenaida Florido to serve again. Back right side, played by the Lady Tigers, still on the back row. They'll get it over. Cardinals can cut it to 1 here with a good set and a finish. Tip past the block. And back row there to cover it for the Tigers. They'll get it back on the LaVilla side. Cardinals looking again. Rubalcaba back row off the net. Diving play keeps it alive. Challenge at the net. Punch right back over. Here come the Tigers on the attack again. Garcia with a better swing. Rubalcaba there with a pass. Set it up right side, spiked over, played on the back row. Nice job by the libero. That's Emma Garcia. One-handed back, looking for the back row. That might have been out. Ball back over on the Tiger side as the San Isidro attack is here. Cardinals able to cover that. Now set it up. Middle, tapped over, played by San Isidro. Right back on the LaVilla side, set it up again. High, quick set, left side, in the net it goes. Long rally, point Tigers. San Isidro back up 3. Back to serve is Kenya Ortiz. Ortiz gets that in the net. Service there. Opens a little window here for the LaVilla Tigers. Or LaVilla Cardinals, that is. Jocelyn Contreras to serve. Gets it over, played by the Tigers off the net. Can't get it over. 1-point game. After trailing 6-1, LaVilla has cut it to 1. Timeout call by the Tigers of San Isidro. Back after this. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and the gym was loud and boisterous on the San Isidro side to start game 3. And after they jumped out to a 6-1 lead, they had even more noise. Now LaVilla has cut it to 1 after the timeout, though. A big swing and a point for the Tigers, and that gets the momentum right back on the home side. Two-point lead. Jordan Garcia put that one away. Garcia rotates back to serve. Gets that over. Played by the Lady Cardinals up near the rafters. Ball over on the San Isidro side. Tigers on the attack. Set it up right side. Tip past the front row. LaVilla right there to play it. On a back set this time. Tipped into the net. Point LaVilla. Or check that, point San Isidro. Jordan Garcia back to serve again. High serve this time. Back over on the San Isidro side on the first hit. Lady Tigers set it up right side. And down and in for a point. 4-point lead. San Isidro. Garcia serves again. Got that over. Played by the Lady Cardinals off the net. Too strong on that hit. Five-point game. Garcia serves again. From the middle of the defense, Cardinals get it over on the San Isidro side. Middle, big swing, Garcia puts it away. Jenny Garcia with a kill. Six-point lead, San Isidro extends back out. Jordan Garcia serves again. Over, and an ace. Seven-point lead for San Isidro. Jordan Garcia to serve again. Good pass, all ball at the net. Challenge there, easily won. Jenny Garcia there to defend that. San Isidro now is doubled up. LaVilla here in game 3. They took the first two. Jordan Garcia with another good serve. Checking in Ramirez that time on the pass. That's blocked back at you, no 4 hits. They'll call it in the net. And the Tigers score again. They lead 9. Substitution checks in for LaVilla. Brittany Garza. On the line here, the winner takes first place in district play. If LaVilla were to drop this, they'll drop down to 3rd in districts. Big swing that time by the Tigers. Punched up in the air, kept alive by the Cardinals. Tigers on the attack again. Set it up for Nicole Delgado, and she gets the point. Delgado with a kill. If LaVilla were to lose, they'll drop to 3rd. San Perlita is the 4th qualifying team in this district. So the qualifiers are already set. It's just a placement. Same thing with the district. These teams will be playing in the first round of the playoffs. LaVilla puts that over, and point San Isidro as it goes off the mark. 11-point lead is the biggest here in game 3 for the Lady Tigers. Good swing this time by the Lady Cardinals, but it's covered by the Tiger back row. Tigers get it over. LaVilla right back on the attack. Set it up in the back row attack. Over in the net. Point LaVilla. Lady Cardinals got to climb a big hill here. Not only are they down 2 games, they're down 10 here in game 3. Serving across, short serve. Played by the Lady Tigers. Set it on the back row. That's over by Perez. Back up high it goes. Cardinals get it over. Back on the San Isidro side. Tigers on the attack. Garcia on the swing. Down and in on the point in the back corner. Garcia with a thunderous kill that time. 11-point lead. Back to serve is Nicole Delgado. LaVilla gets it up near the net, punched over, rolls right back over. That's still alive. Ball back on the San Isidro side. Tigers play it. Garcia again attacks, back corner. This time covered by the Cardinals. Good job getting back there to that ball. Rivera. Ball back on the San Isidro side. Garcia again, this time blocked back at you. Point not given yet. Cardinals trying to attack. Rubalcaba tips it off the net. Point San Isidro. Cardinals fought hard there, but just couldn't get the final put away. San Isidro now up and serving. Here's Nicole Delgado. A high pass by Garza. They'll try to set it up in the middle, hit over. Tigers on the attack again from the right side. That's Perez. Gets it over on the Cardinal side. Back row middle, Ramirez looking for the back row. Out of bounds it goes. 22-9. Substitution checks into the game. Juliana Rivera checks in for LaVilla. Back of the service line, Delgado gets it over. Ball up high on the San Isidro side, set up Garcia, and she puts it away with a thunderous kill. Another big-time hit, this time by Garcia. San Isidro now up 23-9, and since this game was 9-8, that's a 14-1 run by the Lady Tigers. Serve across is an ace. Tiger fans on their feet, making a lot of noise here, looking for the sweep and the avenging defeat to the only team that's beat them in district play here tonight. Serve across, off the net, out of bounds it goes. A 14-point lead. Back of the service line is Samantha Cantu for LaVilla. Tiger fans on their feet, knowing they're 1 point away from a district title. Serve across is a good one. A high pass, a high set. Garcia for the win and the district title. San Isidro wins it all. 3-game sweep. Garcia got the kill. And 25-10 is your final score. We'll wrap it up after this. This is RioSportsLive.com. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Again, our thanks, fans, for you joining us for our broadcast. It's small school volleyball tonight, but it had plenty of action. We're going to have the replay for you to watch. We'll put that over on our social media side, reminding you that the replay of this game might not take place for a while, as coaches have asked us to pull this pretty quick so that they can not be scouted when the playoffs arrive. Both of these teams are playoff teams. The San Isidro Tigers are handed the district championship crown. There it is. Title awarded to the San Isidro Lady Tigers, and they'll hoist up the trophy, and there it is. Celebration in San Isidro. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll have the replays coming up. I'm Joe Bowling for Dahlia, my wife. We'll talk to you next time on RioSportsLive.com.